the First Lady of Football, Miss Terry Saban. God bless her for calling the show today. She has made our day. Miss Terry, good morning, Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. Good morning, Steve. How are you?
Good. Have your ears been burning? Lynn Brooks has been telling stories, and we've been talking about you.
Oh, no, I haven't. Actually, I have, what's her name, Alexa?
Yeah.
I said, Miss Alexa, let's hear some today's top hit radio.
I didn't know you used Alexa. Does Coach use Alexa?
No, but he told me he's glad that I yell at somebody else besides him.
You be careful. You know, that Alexa's listening to everything that goes on in that house.
Once in a while, I go and cover her ears. Yes. It's all good. But I'm still in my house coat, and I just lit a candle, and Kristen woke up, and we just fed the dogs and turned on some music. It's going to be a glorious day.
You know, last year when we talked to you about this time before the parade, you told us you were in your house coat just starting your day. This has become our tradition.
Well, between 3 and 5 every day, I get out of it.
Yeah.
You wear it as often and long as you can. You deserve it.
I do.
So we were just talking 10 years now of doing this parade and how this thing just kind of started with an email invitation, and you obviously enjoy it, don't you?
Well, at first, I have to tell you, I did not. I worried about it. What am I going to wear? What should I say? I have to shave my legs. I was not happy about. But now I feel like I'm going to visit a relative. It feels good. I love Miss Lynn and the people all around us. It's homecoming, people coming home. It really does feel good, and I'm looking forward to it. Yes.
You know, when I watch the two of you together, I enjoy what you say on TV, but I'm intrigued and I'm curious about what you say when you're not on TV because you two remind me of Thelma and Louise from that movie.
Don't tell him, Terry. Don't tell him.
I can see you two in a convertible going cross country or something. You know, you're like Oprah and Gail or Thelma and Louise or something.
Yeah, that is a great idea. Actually, we have no script. I called Lynn, a couple of days ago, Lynn?
Yes.
And said, can you give me, a lineup or some hints of what we should be talking about?
Right.
And she's like, no, when you get here, you get here.
Yeah, we'll just wing it. Well, here's what happens, Steve, and Miss Terry's exactly right. It's really fluid because they have people entering the parade, dropping out, and so there's so many changes right to the last minute that it's really almost a waste of time to try to really study because it fluctuates so much, and so we really don't have a script. We have a loose rundown of who we think is going to be in the parade.
That's part of y'all's charm, though, in my opinion. I like it live and raw like that, and what I really like, and I'll bet y'all hate, is when there's a slowdown and you have to fill in between. And
oh, God.
Oh, goodness.
That's my favorite. As a viewer, Miss Terry, that's my favorite part.
Hey, Steve, sometimes the parade gets in the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
I understand.
Talk about. Excuse me, we have to get back to the parade.
Yes.
I understand.
Terry, remind me, are we doing mums this year? I know last year we did the big mums, and you brought those big. Remember those big mums that you brought? Are we? Do you want to do mums this year or not? What do you think?
It is a tradition, and I'm really big on traditions, and I've tried to create a few more traditions with the team, with our crowd. I'm going to pipe in here something I've been trying to get out to the crowd. When the band is out there pregame, this has to do with tradition, and they do the elephant outline, and they're going bum 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 bum. And so the elephant march, when the head starts raising up, that's when we want the crowd to go crazy. Right. Now, I'm trying to get that word out.
I love that. Well, you just got the word out. We're going to help you get the word out. That is a great idea. I love the fact that you're discussing whether it's going to be mums or not, because where do you get your mums, Miss Terry?
Well, Pat's Florist has a good selection, but really any florist in town this time of year should have mums.
Yeah.
I have mums in my garden. I could just tie up some mums and bring them.
Just put some mums.
Now, what, you have a garden? You have a flower garden? Do you have a vegetable garden, too, or just a flower garden?
I used to have vegetables. I love a garden. My dad used to have onions and tomatoes every year, and he made the best tomato salad with just vinegar and oil, lots of pepper and onions. And I used to have a garden, but the deer here in Crown Point just ravage everything.
Does Coach ever work in the garden?
We used to. In the summer, we always had a project. Like we would build a stone wall. We would plant a line of pine trees, rhododendrons and azaleas. We loved it. But life has just gotten so busy.
Well, yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can imagine. I got to ask you, we were talking to Miss Terry Saban and Lynn Brooks from WVUA Channel 23. I got to ask you, Miss Terry, the other day a video surfaced on Facebook, and it was Coach on some sort of scooter cart thing out in your driveway. What the heck was that about? Well,
we went to a friend's house. Howard Wise has 2 little grandsons, and this past summer. And they were racing on these little scooters. I'm not sure what they're called. And when the boys got off, Howard and Nick got on them, and they were racing and spinning. And when Nick got off, he said, "Terry, we got to get a couple of those." So, Amazon.com, boom, they were there the next day. And when we had recruiting weekend, and the players come over, they always hop on them. Now, they're made for children, so the boys' knees come up to their ears when they're on them.
That's going to end up being an incredible recruiting tool.
Well, and Nick didn't even know that it had made social media. So he came home late that night, got in his chair, and he said, "You know that was on ESPN when I was on that scooter?" He said, "Well, they should call me and ask permission to do it."
I love seeing that side of him because it's a side of him we don't always get to see. It was fantastic. And you know what? We picture things as we don't know, so we just fill in the details, the gaps with our imagination. I pictured you standing there with the phone doing the video.
No, that wasn't me.
And now we want to see you on the scooter.
Oh, if I could get on it, I can't get back up.
Same. But you used to have the moves, though, because you were the queen bee, Miss Terry, with Majorette, right? Tell me about that.
Were you a Majorette in the band?
Yes, I was.
Like Lena.
I didn't know that.
I can direct. I love music, and I can still direct with my hands.
Do you still have your baton? Do you still have that?
No.
Because our newly adopted daughter is obsessed with twirling.
Majorettes and twirling stuff.
Yeah.
You could blow Coach's mind after y'all win a big ball game if he comes home and you're there and you've got on your Majorette uniform and got your baton.
If they make that uniform in a size 12, I will consider. I'll consider getting in it again.
And feel free to post that video on Facebook, but I won't hold my breath. Well, you are a delight, and we appreciate your time, and of course, the great Lynn Brooks for having you, helping you, or asking you to join us and making it possible today. It means the world to us.
Well, my pleasure, and I'm so excited about the weekend. I have family coming in from West Virginia. We have a pot of beef stew on the stove, and we're really feel blessed to be here and a part of homecoming weekend. Thank you for having me on.
Great.
God bless you. Roll Tide.
See you tomorrow, Miss Terry.
All right, there she goes.